Hey guys, Alex Keeson here with you. This is a heart and mind of a leader, and this is module 8. I apologize for publishing this video today just a little bit later than normal, but I do promise that I have something very special for you. As I promised before, I have some very good tips that I can share with you today regarding sales, and that's something that I've tried, something that worked for me, something that worked for my customers to ensure that I deliver the best experience I possibly can and at the same time also make sales. So we'll start with that. And feel free to ask any questions. Please leave your feedback in the comments section below, as well as you can go to Facebook page, Heart and Mind of Leader. Please share your feedback there. It is an open group, and I will be more than happy to have you as part of our group there as well. So regarding sales, and just to make sure you guys understand that the practices and tips that I'm going to be sharing with you, once again, that's something that I've tried, something that worked for me. It does not work in every. It may not work in every situation, may not work in your specific line of business, but the general concept of my approach and how I approach sales in general, regardless what type of product that is, what are you selling, online services or physical products or whatever they may be, the concept and ideas I'm going to share with you work for any type of sales. But once again, and remember, as I told you last time, the only way for you to see any results from anything that I'm sharing with you in my videos and my modules previously and currently and going forward, it's not going to yield any results unless this is something that you practice every single day, unless you work really hard on it. Make sure you're utilizing all the tools and resources that are available to you, whether it's offline or online. There's a ton of information, there's a ton of content out there for you to use. So please make sure you do that if you would like to see the results. And any information that is shared with you is based on my personal experiences and was something that I've tried. So no quotes today, there's no description, there's no traits of successful leaders we have been talking previously in the previous modules. Today we're going to talk briefly about some of the tactics and some of the concept that I use with my customers with regards to sales. And I'm sure you guys understand, you've probably tried this before, you've been in those shoes, that nobody likes to be sold to, right? Nobody likes a pushy salesperson. Nobody likes to be told what they need to buy because X, Y, and Z. People like to make decisions on their own because that's what we like to do. We want to feel as we are arriving to the decision on our own as well. And I think the best approach that has worked for me and has worked for my customers is really listening to your customers, listening to their needs when they're calling in, looking listening to what they're looking for. If you're in the retail environment and you're working in or if you're working face to face, and you're actually physically meeting customers and making sales that way, it's about your interaction with them. And it starts from greeting them to the type of questions you're asking based to determine what they need. And this is the only way you will be able to recommend or the product or service that would fit that customer's needs the best. The key word here is recommend. Not sell, but recommend. And from many years of sales experience that I have, just observing the most successful salespeople that I had a pleasure to work with, and the question was always in my mind as I was trying to figure out, and at the beginning stages, at the beginning, very, very early in my career in sales, I've been trying to figure out what is the secret to success in sales. How to become the best salesperson. And I've tried many different things. Some things worked, some things didn't work. For the most part, it did not work. So I kept on searching and kept on looking for that secret. What is it? What is it? The most successful salespeople do that helps them to make great number of sales and create a customer that's actually going to come back to them and buy more over and over again. And also, after that, the same customer will go and tell many other friends about their experience, and they should go back to the salesperson to buy more. So the biggest thing that as I was going through this process and trying to understand what that secret may be, I was thinking maybe they're using a specific sales tactics, maybe they're using specific scripts, maybe they're using some other tools that I didn't know because I wanted to be that top salesperson, right? And after listening to people and after actually listening to what they do, hearing their calls or hearing their conversations, what I uncovered was the secret was very simple. There was no specific sales strategies. There was no specific scripts or other techniques that most successful salespeople used. It was very simple. It was as simple as simply just recommending consulting the customer based on what they need. And again, remember I said what they need, not what you need to sell to them, but what they need based on their situation, based on their specific needs, based on what you have uncovered by speaking with them, asking questions, and then based on those responses, you were able to narrow it down to a product or service, depending on what industry you're in, and then recommend that information or that product to them. And then allow your customer to make a decision whether they wanted to buy that product based on your recommendation or not. But they need to understand, and that's your job to explain, how and why they may need that product based on what they told you. That's very important. Because once people understand that you are not just trying to pushy sell something to them, just so you can make a sale. And they will feel that. They know, and that's why you always get the response, oh, I'm just looking. Or no, I'm fine. It is simply because they know that the next thing for most salespeople will do is attempt to sell them something that may or may not need. So your goal is to figure out what that is, what their specific need is, and then recommend based on that need. And you will see the people will buy from you, and you will see the people that will buy from you if you're being honest and if you're being genuine and if you're truly recommending based on their needs and based on exactly what they told you and how they intend on using the product or service, and you make those recommendations with all honesty and integrity and transparency, then they will buy from you and they will come back to you to buy more. And also, as I mentioned previously, they will tell all their friends about their great experience. So, honesty, integrity, and simply recommending, not selling, right? Make sure there's a clear distinction. So that's your takeaway from today's session. Recommending, not selling, is what's going to help you to become the best salesperson. Or the salesperson that makes a whole lot more sales than you are probably doing today. You may be, right now, the best salesperson you can be. But can you take it to the next level? Can you help more people by recommending and by listening to them and making product selection or service selection that you can recommend to them based on their needs? Can you always make more sales and recommendations? Sure you can. And this works for everyone. regardless what level you are, you may be just starting in your sales career and you don't know where to go and don't know how to try and what tactics you need to look at. Or you may be a very experienced salesperson that maybe tried many different ways, some worked, some didn't. Or you may be the top salesperson right now. And if you are, that's great. Take it to the next level. See if you can help more people. Recommend based on what they're looking for, based on their needs. And they will come back and tell you thank you. Because they will have the product or service that they truly need, not something they just got sold. Because generally what that happens is either you get a return or a very dissatisfied customer, because if you never uncover the true need, they may not need that specific product. Maybe there's something else. Maybe there's another tool or opportunity. Maybe you don't have that option. Maybe you don't have the product or service. But maybe somebody who does. And you can recommend to the customer where to find those solutions or products. And they will come back to you for more assistance, more help. So, quick takeaways today, again, that I just shared with you regarding sales and how to boost and how to increase your sales. If this content has been the information that I shared with you today, try it. Let me know how that works. Give it a shot. Try it out with your customers, whether it's in a retail environment or a non-retail environment, even corporate environment. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what kind of type of product or service you're selling. Give it a shot. Try it. Try this approach. Try recommend. Try listen to the customer. Right? 3 things, right? You need to uncover. Well, during the uncovering phase, you actively listen to the customer, and then recommend. Based on what they need, based on the true need of the customer. And then tell me how that works. I would love to hear that your feedback, your suggestions, your success stories from you. If it didn't work for you, please let me know. I would love to hear from you as well. Because again, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it, right? So maybe there's some additional tools and additional training that you may need, but give it a try and see how that works for you. It worked for me. So I wanted to share that experience with you, and in hopes of helping you to make more sales and make more people happy, because they're going to have the product that they truly want and truly need. I would love to hear from you. Share your feedback with me. Once again, that was Alex Keeson. This is a Heart and Mind of a Leader. This was in Module 8. And today, Monday, October 19th. We'll talk again about a week from today. Take care.